Time for a quick little spin to see what our next leader is going to be this time. Ooh, a blast from the past with the Crocodile. All right. I'm very interested on how this will work out. Let's see if we have a deck list for it. All right, so here's the deck list that we have for this big ass man over here. Starting with another big ass man, we got Mr. Ones, Dod's Bones, the signature car from EB-01 that Croc could actually use because all the other supports in purple. But we don't talk about it. But we have 4 of those. It's kind of like Queen, but on steroids, without the block or the -1 Dawn. Then we get 3 copies of the Mihawk because it's always nice to say F you to those less than 7 units. Then we got 3 copies of the 3-cost Don Quixote Don Flamingo, just to allow us to fix our hand and cause chaos. Plus, it gives Red Purple Law a hard time of just getting rid of this outright, because they need to invest a card into it, and I don't think it feels very good to put a guard on one of these. Probably should put this in 4, to be honest with you. And then we got 4 copies of Kaya, just your standard 2K counter. Can help us discard if we have a lot of cards. Then we got 3 copies of Zeph. Might also put this to 4 as well. It does come up a good amount of times, and I sometimes do trash the 2 cards just to make Bones even stronger. Then we got 3 copies of the Soga King, the Soj King, the Soge King. Yeah, so I got 3 of those. Can also deal with all the trash too, and then bouncing 6 costs like on tempo is pretty damn good. And we got some Sasaki's, got that 2K counteraction, and this might be a cuttable because we want to mess with our events, but whenever we get the dream of modifying our deck to play either a Mihawk or Bones or Soda King, it feels pretty nice. So may need some experimentation on this end. We also got some more 2K counters in Mihawk, small Mihawk, just to use as more 2K counter. And then we got the Fish Duval, whole bunch of flying fish power. It's just nice to see just another blocker that can fix our hand for us. Then we got 2 copies of the Gavel. Haven't really used it in the games we played, and I might bring this back to 0 because most of the time I want to go first, and there really isn't much room to play this except till the very end. So we might replace this with the Rain, the 0 cost 3K. Then we got Sanji's Peel Off. It does come up a good amount of times. Sometimes you play it on turn 2. Just good to see it in cards and in triggers. So I actually like Peel Off in here. 3,000 Worlds is also a staple. Nice to shut down any troublesome 5 costs that are in our way. 2 copies of Red Rock in case we can't deal with anything with our current answers, because if it's like a Gecko Moria or a Yamato, for example, or a Kakuri, it's nice to have an answer to anything big that it's hard to get rid of. Also trying this out, the Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. Just getting rid of 2 can really take the sales out, especially if they cheat them out. And this is also an experimentation with White Snake, just to see if it's a good answer against Red Purple Law, because they have a whole bunch of Dawn to just swing. Basically have a whole bunch of Dawn to do a whole bunch of man spams, but not enough to put 1 Dawn in attack for the most part. And then I might be cutting this too. I don't really see much of a use for it as of now. I never really used it in current battles except for maybe once or twice. So I might keep it at this rate, only to protect our guys, but they're pretty big in case they're in trouble, so they have to invest a good amount into it. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck list. As far as matchups are concerned, you can do pretty well against anything that's not black. So Gecko Moria, Sakazuki in the last 2 weeks, and who else can give you fits? Possibly Law, in case they rush you too fast to the point where you can't really get rid of anything. But yeah, other than that, I think yeah, we'll get to our games soon enough. Okay, Ivankov. Let's see if we can stand up to it. Okay, so we're already starting off on the wrong foot here. Mr. 3 exists. Slap 5 to face. So here comes Mr. 4 to come down. I think we need to start setting up boards, so we'll just keep slapping for 5. They'll counter out, it looks like. No, they take. Block that. We'll see Ivankov swing now. Okay, so we're on turn 8. I think saying another bones would be a good idea. Deploy. Select another one of these to trash. And we'll just straight up go 7s. Take this. Trigger time. So they're really employing the blockers here. I think this might be a good time to start bouncing things. Okay, so I think staying those to the bottom would be good. Bounce this back to hand. What else can we do? We'll go 5 to face, see what happens. And then we'll go 8 to Emporio. And then we'll go another 8 to face. And then we could just play Duval. And leaving it at that. Block that. Probably another Ivankov or a Gravity Blade. Okay, so Gaudino is active. I think that's about it. I think right now we'll just slap for 5. And then we will bottom the Ivankov. Then we just have 9k beaters. And swing again. And that's pretty much all that we need to do. This time we'll not make the same mistake twice. Yep, so he had to Red Rock to get rid of it. That's incredible. So we'll just swing for 9 here. And then we'll put the rest into the Croc. Crap. Yeah, that was crazy. Whew. I thought we had a huge disadvantage, but I guess they had way too many cards in hand. and we didn't care about trying to really beat up their guys because we just remove them straight up. But yeah, that was a huge ass relief that we were able to survive that. Okay, this is going to be a third deck throwdown here. I think this is fine. Bonnie. Oh, it's a good thing we kept the red rock then. Cavendish. So yeah, this one leans on the Supernova side heavily. Let's swing into Bonnie. And then play the fish. Do love seeing the bones here, so we'll put that there. So we'll take this life, and that's pretty much it. So all we're going to do is swing 5 to face, and then we'll play bones and drop snake. So we might see Cavendish here. Okay, so they're gonna eliminate the blocker, which is fine, I guess. Fair enough, I suppose. We could get more resources, though I do want to get the body out. But I don't think I want to bounce the Izo to hand. So I'm thinking we play Zeph, choose no targets, and then we trash from deck. See if we can get an event. We do not, which kind of blows, but it is what it is. We'll swing 5 to face. Hopefully get their hand size down by a little bit. We'll swing 6 to face. They're countering out, which is perfect. And now we'll be at 9, so don't mind seeing these in play. You can play Mihawk on curve. If they do play something big, so that's a big gamble here. So I think we'll just slap the Izo. We slap leader. That's fine. And then we bottom the Jones. We have a lot of cards in hand still. That's fine. Cavendish. Okay, so this only works if a card's KO'd, so that's perfectly fine. So this is going to happen for sure. The 3,000 to Cavendish. That's always going to happen. And then we swing. I think we go 6 to face, get another 2k out. Okay, so they counter out. We'll go 9. They'll probably either take or block. Okay, so they block, and then we'll play bones. Oh, man. I think we let go of a peel off. This could be a big-ass Dofi. Damn, I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that card. So he's going to clear both my guys, which is actually not the worst thing in the world. Can play another Bones. Trash. Well, swing 10. And then we'll pass it off. And we'll take that. No point in using that right now. So they got a whole bunch of counter. I think we can set this all up for next turn, actually. We'll swing 5 to face. Drop Soga King and bounce Rosinante to hand. Trash 1. Trash 2. Then swing big. At least we'll see where we go from here. Wait, what? Why didn't that work? Hello? Oh, because I need to target it first. My bad. Okay, so they're out of 2k counters. They're left with 1 killer and then a couple other tools. Yeah, I think I might have made a few mistakes there. I think when I put the love beam, I should have targeted the character so it would counter out. Interesting. But yeah, I gotta remember the clicking. Iceberg. That's gonna be a lost swarm in that deck. But it's something I do want to see because they got a whole bunch of support in Bueno and the new Khalifa. Not with this setup, though. That's better, though. Are they going to take away a Dawn and play a card, or they're going to wait for the 3 to play the stage? No, they're going to go right for it. So we'll play Duval here. Okay, so we have options here. We want this setup here. I want to bomb deck whatever they tried to spam. So they'll be at 2 Dawn. So for sure this is going in and maybe a Dawn minus. But we'll see. Oh. I think I'll take this life. No reason to counter out just yet. So they'll be at 5,000, which we'll take. Now they just gotta discard a card. Yeah, no purpose in doing that. So they're gonna probably take their Dawn away and play another 5 cost, maybe. I could be wrong here. So there's the Tiled Stone. So we're gonna just try to casually slap the Khalifa for 5. Let's get a 2k out of their hand. Okay, so you let go, and then we'll bottom deck the Tiled Stone. So Lucci is up. I have no answer to this currently, so the best thing we can do is honestly slap for 6. Slap him. And play Bones. We'll drop the White Snake, making this an automatic 7 now. Okay, so now things are going to start to pick up. Okay, nothing there. That's interesting. I think one thing for sure, we're going to slap for 5 to face. Okay, so they take that. Then we will go 7 to face. See if they'll drop 2 here. So they take both. We'll play Soga King, bounce, and drop. definitely keep the 3,000 worlds. We drop the Zeph, and we drop one of the 2K counters. And then we pass. Got a boatload of cards. So Kid, that's going to be a problem. So we definitely want to 3,000 worlds that for sure. That's it? Why? Okay, they might be. If the Dawn is open, they might have a counter event or an event. Yeah. So this is always going to happen first. Then we're going to swing for 5 to face. Then we're going to swing 7 to face. Okay, the Reiju makes... I think the Reiju makes sense, but then again, if Law is being played up the ass, this becomes a lot less good for all the other purple players that play it, including Reiju or herself. Okay, so they take that. Then we're going to go Duval next. Look for... Place that at the bottom because we don't want to see any of those cards. Then we'll draw 2. And then swing for 8. So this could be a Blast Breath if they're leaving that Dawn up. That is a whole bunch of cards that were gone. That was what? 4 cards? Jeez. Good job, Bones. But now they're at 9, so they're in Kaido range. I think now we're at the point where we can just slap them for big numbers. So yeah, that's to be expected. So Bones is going to be taken out. Now we'll block. So they're going to need to slide their company and then they should pass. Who knows what bricks they have. There's just straight 1K counters. Then we could pretty much finish the game as is. So that actually complicates things. So now what are they going to get back? They get the 2 costs and the Reiju. So that's a 2K counter and 1K counter. Let's swing for 9. Let's see what they have in store for that. So that's 1, 2, a whole bunch of cards gone. Then all we need to do is slap for 5 normally. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Bottom deck the Khalifa and then set up the Delphi blocker. Not interested in any of those whatsoever and we'll pass. So we can just block with Kaido again and then go for game in this point. No purpose in letting that fall. So they eliminate the Delphi. No, it doesn't have enough Dawn to do it. So just 5 here. And then 7 here. Alright, cool. Okay, so I think we'll be going first here. We may actually have a trouble trying to take this deck on because I like to ramp really fast. And so our best response is to just swing for the time being. And then peel off that. This could be a Magellan turn. No, it's not. I'm actually surprised. Let's go 8 to face. Drake. Gonna play Soga King here. Let's get rid of one of the counters and 3,000. You have to keep in mind that they have the champion rifle. Counter out this one. Kaido can't kill it, fortunately. But they are going to be spamming a lot of things here. So hopefully we can play the Sanji next turn. Okay, so let's see. Let's play this out. We could we can just go 5 here. Okay, so a blocker is taken out. Then a 6 to face. They do take it. Then we will go Dofi. Okay. So I'm thinking they draw 2. We play Bones. Then we draw again. I think this is fine. Yeah. Trash one of these and pass. This could be a Kaido turn here. No, it's a Drake turn. So they have just a chain of blockers. Oh. That's unfortunate. That was a well-played attack. But now let's see if we can try some things here. Let's take a look at our deck. Don't see any late game stuff here, so... Ah, there's some late game. Alright, now we're going to start countering. Putting some pressure. Hopefully getting rid of all their blockers in the process. Go 8 to the face. Then we're going to go... Actually, no point in doing that right now. Oh. Yeah, they could have survived. Match, sure. We'll do the same thing as before. Now he knows what we're about, so we probably will lose the element of surprise. So we're going first this time, so we'll keep this because we have something to play. Now we'll go for... We'll go 6 to face, actually. Then we play Duval. These are actually pretty good cards to hold on to, so... We have Bones later, so let's just leave it at that. No point in keeping Duval up, especially with the backups. Alright, so we'll strike him for 5. And then we'll get Bones out. Crashing, peel off, and passing. So you have a lot more energy here. So we lost 2. So now Bones goes up to 7. Cut that down. Chopper is up. So now we get to play a little bit of shenanigans here. We're going to put the Zeph up, bounce the chopper, trash from deck, and then we're going to go 5 into Ein, and then 7 into Ein. And then we'll pass it there. We got 2 active. Okay, so we got Kid to worry about, and Gordon, so Zeph is going to be gone. Okay, so they bring back their chopper again. Okay, so I'm thinking we go 5 to face, see if he'll block with Kid. No blocks, so we're going to go with the Raging Tiger. Bounce the Kid and bounce the chopper. Send them straight to the bottom of the deck. And then we'll go 8 to face. And then we will pass. So another Kid problem. Gordon, micing that by 1,000. Ah. Alright, so we're going to do a different type of move here. So we need to be at 3 or less cards. But I think this is pretty much all they can do, so we won't block, but we will counter with the beam and target the bones. Okay, so Ein's back up. Swing into the Reiju. Oh. Okay. Alright, so let's swing for face for 9. Then bounce the Kid to the bottom. And then we will bounce Ein back to hand. Counter out with this 2. Can't afford to use the blocker here. Okay, so Kid and Killer is back, so it all comes down to this little showing of force. I think all we need to do is bottom this, and then we swing for 9, then swing for another 9, and there we go. That was too close. GG to my opponent.